Imagine spending years fighting to shatter the flawlessly curated, heavily armored psychological shield of your former captivity, only to watch your beautifully structured universe violently fracture when you are dragged across the borders of the realms, forcing you into a real-time, close-quarters game of political survival against a court of tyrannical monarchs while trying to bridge an agonizing chasm of celestial war with your fated mate. This is the heart-pounding, emotionally devastating, and utterly addictive reality that traps Oren in Raven Kennedy's monumental dark fantasy romance masterpiece, Gold. Standing as the staggering, chart-topping fifth installment of the blockbusting Plated Prisoner series, this novel delivers an absolute triumph of the fated mates, enemies to lovers, and psychological trauma recovery genres, making it a mandatory addition to your audiobook playlist, where every sharp-tongued bicker, toxic push and pull, and raw midnight confession will leave you completely spellbound. Following the tumultuous, high-stakes introduction in Glow, Oren finds herself navigating the deep trenches of Oria's ancient history, dealing with the devastating fallout of war and corporate-style royal extortion. Her defensive walls completely shatter when new and ancient enemies drag her right back into a claustrophobic living hell of political manipulation. Her only saving grace and ultimate torment is Slade Ravenger, the towering, notoriously ruthless king of the Fourth Kingdom, who has spent years hiding behind a heavily armored psychological shield of shadow magic. Slade is consumed by intense protective jealousy and deep-seated bitterness against those who seek to exploit Oren's awakening elemental magic. Yet, despite the global chaos surrounding them, her presence remains the only thing keeping his severe mental health struggles from plunging him permanently into the dark. Kennedy masterfully structures a fast-paced, exceptionally raw narrative across multiple perspectives, effortlessly layering a delightfully filthy mouth and scorching high-heat intimacy over a poignant, unblinking exploration of severe domestic abuse, parental alienation, and the heavy burden of survival. As Oren and Slade engage in a high-intensity psychological game of chess against rival courts and ancient entities, their explosive physical chemistry and mutual pining force them to submit to a dangerous web of dominance and absolute devotion. The audiobook format breathes a thrumming, deeply intimate life into this harrowing romantasy reality, utilizing a god-tier dual narration performance that perfectly captures Slade's low, possessive alpha rumbles and Oren's fierce, unbreakable resilience. It is a triumphant, pulse-pounding masterwork that culminates in an unbelievable final act, proving that when the foundations of your old life are completely smashed to ash, the absolute safest move isn't trying to outrun your history, but having the enduring courage to unearth the hidden truths of the past and watch your abusers burn together.